And still on security, the Neighbourhood, Enlightenment and Safety Organization, Neso, has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Third Eye Africa Television as part of effort to formalise a strategic partnership in the fight against terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria. The MOU was signed on Wednesday during a courtesy visit led by Neso's leadership to the management of Third Eye Africa Television. Speaking during the visit, the Commandant General of Neso, Dr. Sani Alihu, who led the delegation, said the agreement would provide a structured framework for collaboration with the media in promoting transparency, civic enlightenment, and public participation in addressing security challenges across the country. According to him, Nigeria's vulnerability to insecurity requires collective action, particularly through effective public sensitization and information dissemination.
Please to be here today talking about partnership with Third Eye television station. That's the pioneer security TV in Africa. As counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency agency, we know that fighting insurgency and other heinous crimes has several dimensions. One of the dimensions is the aspect of non-kinetic aspect. And what we are here today is to explore that non-kinetic aspect of fighting or countering terrorism in Nigeria with Third Eye African television station, so as to assist and support the military and other security agencies in the war against terrorism and other heinous crimes in Nigeria.
Also speaking, the Deputy Corps Controller General in charge of de-radicalization and internally displaced persons stressed that adopting a non-kinetic approach remains one of the most effective strategies for addressing long-standing problems of terrorism in Nigeria. He noted that while kinetic measures have their place, sustainable peace can also and only be achieved through enlightenment, rehabilitation, and community engagement.
You see, it has become very necessary that somebody has to talk, somebody out there has to talk. And how do you talk? And what are you doing to talk? You talk in a manner that you perceive a problem, which may be entirely different from the perception of other individual groups, and particularly even institutions that are dedicated for such pursuits. How? Through the same approach we are talking about, bringing diverse ideas, concepts together, and fighting it. Assisting to fight it, assisting to mitigate it, assisting if possible to completely eradicate it. The Commandant General has said it all. This thing has become almost a thing of I have come to stay and we have come to stay. So much of taxpayers' money have been invested. I won't say invested, have been wasted in the process of trying to curtail and bring an end to this situation, which has become almost near impossible and almost continuously going with no definite time off. So, the deployment of non-kinetic approach is about the best approach of solving this problem. And I will throw this back to Christopher Musa. His wonderful pursuit, his wonderful thought, his wonderful thinking, where he felt, look, we cannot just all go about bombing and shooting. Why don't we think of something different?
In response, Third Eye Africa Television management welcomed the Neso delegation and reaffirmed the station's commitment to public interest broadcasting, describing the media as a critical stakeholder in national development and security awareness. The chairman and chief executive officer of Third Eye Africa Television, Shoaibu Mungadi, reiterated that holding leaders accountable and ensuring national security is a shared responsibility that goes beyond government alone.
Have formed confidence in us to the extent of seeking for a partnership. There our previous meetings, which I'm equally happy that today it has come to fruition. Our job, as you rightly observed, is to educate, to enlighten, and to inform the public. And in doing that, we also hold those in authorities accountable. That is the job of the media. And securing this nation is the utmost desire of every citizen. What all of us are doing is a national assignment of very great importance. We all know we cannot do this together. We cannot secure this country together, not even the military and other agencies can secure this country. It is the job, it is everybody's business. Forming this partnership will go along in complementing the effort of the government and the other agencies. We are happy today that we converge here to cement the discussion and make the partnership realizable.
While emphasizing the importance of the MOU, the managing director of Third Eye Africa Television, Dahir Hassan Kara, said the success of any non-kinetic approach against terrorism depends largely on effective communication and consistent public engagement. He added that the media plays a vital role in discouraging radicalization and preventing vulnerable groups from being lured into criminal activities.
My own is to further emphasize the need of this synergy. Although we look at the name Neso, Neighbourhood Enlightenment, you cannot fight security using entirely the kinetic approach. Even in the Western world, we find out with the bombardment in Gaza and other things. At the end of the day, at the time, they will come to the table and discuss way out. So it's very important to know that fighting insecurity, insurgency, most of those guys are recruiting our young ones. You understand? They are manipulating their minds. But when you have an agency like Neso working within our community, our society, look at what is happening in Kano and other things. There's need for an agency. Like the chairman said, the security agencies cannot do it alone. We need to partner. It's everybody's business. So coming together with an agency like Neso, they cannot also do it alone, because if you see what the name is entailed, enlightenment. You cannot do enlightenment without a very effective information dissemination, and you cannot achieve that without having a platform. And they are doing their own. We can provide them that platform to disseminate information, enlighten our young ones who are being a target for recruitment, all these crimes and insurgency. They are not all foreigners. They are our own natives that have been doing all these things. But when they are being enlightened, their minds are being manipulated. You see a person that is being arrested. He doesn't even know why he went into the crimes. But when you will have organization of this nature, they can go a long way in helping the conventional security to fight the insurgency. And we're happy today we're going to sign an MOU. And I'm sure that coming together between Neso and the Third Eye TV will bring a positive result in the fight against insurgency and counter all this terrorism that has been bedeling the nation.
Both parties expressed optimism that the partnership would lead to joint programs, capacity building initiative, and sustained engagement aimed at promoting peace, security awareness, and national cohesion for the benefit of Nigerians.